There is a distinct, universal comfort in coming home after a long day. You walk into a quiet apartment, shut the door, and turn the deadbolt. In that moment, the rest of the world is locked out. You are in your sanctuary. But imagine your phone suddenly lights up with a message from an unknown number. It reads, "Nice blue shirt tonight." Instantly, the oxygen leaves the room. That profound sense of isolation, the very thing that made the apartment feel safe, evaporates. Your eyes drop immediately to your chest. You are, in fact, wearing a blue shirt. The statement is entirely accurate. A simple line of text on a screen has just bypassed heavy wooden doors and metal locks. The physical sanctuary hasn't been touched, but the illusion of safety is already gone. Panic sets in. You check the front door, still locked tight. You check the window, closed and latched. Looking at this floor plan, the spatial paradox becomes clear. Every entry point is secure. The perimeter is completely sealed. So how is real-time visual information leaking out? The mind races to fill the gap with something logical. You tell yourself it's a prank, a glitch, or a wildly lucky guess by an automated spam bot. You try to wrestle back some psychological control. The brain will gladly invent a bizarre digital anomaly because the alternative is impossible. A physical observer simply cannot exist in a sealed, empty room. Then, the phone vibrates a second time. A new message appears. You should close your curtains. In psychological warfare, there is a concept known as active camouflage. It doesn't involve rendering someone invisible. Instead, it involves hijacking a target's attention and pointing it in the wrong direction, so a threat can operate freely in plain sight. This forces the victim to project their fear outward, assuming a peeping Tom is lurking outside. But there is a sinister benefit to this tactic. To look at the window, they must physically turn their back to the apartment's interior. Driven by pure instinct, the victim rushes across the room and violently yanks the curtain shut, executing the manipulator's instructions. Their own survival instinct is being weaponized against them. By completely focusing on securing the external perimeter, they have blinded themselves to the true location of the danger. Shaking, you grab the phone to call a friend. But before you can even dial, a new message arrives. Don't call anyone. The entire threat profile shifts in a fraction of a second. The curtain is closed. The sender cannot possibly see the phone screen, which means they aren't relying on visual observation anymore. They are reacting to the sounds inside the room. The silence is absolute. And then, the digital illusion breaks entirely. From the hallway inside the apartment, a floorboard creaks. Paralyzed, you barely breathe as you dial 911, whispering your address to the operator. You retreat quietly into the bathroom and lock the door, shrinking your entire world down to a few square feet of tile. The shared physical space collapses the abstraction of the digital threat. It is now an immediate fight for survival. Eventually, a loud, authoritative knock rattles the front door. Police! You throw open the bathroom door and sprint into the hallway, collapsing into explosive relief. Officers sweep the apartment top to bottom. They check the locks, they check the windows, and the fire escape. The result is baffling. There are zero signs of forced entry, and absolutely no one inside. The emotional whiplash is immediate. You transition straight from gripping terror to doubting your own sanity. The text messages are real, but the empty apartment suggests the physical threat never existed. Surviving an invisible threat that no one else can validate leaves the mind without closure, trapped in a state of permanent paranoia. The police are almost ready to leave, writing it off as a severe panic attack. But then, one officer notices something out of place in the supposedly empty room. The bedroom closet door is resting just slightly ajar. Deep inside, hidden completely behind the hanging clothes, they find a man. He is entirely motionless, and his face is illuminated by the faint blue glow of the smartphone he used to send the text messages. He weaponized the phone as a psychological cloaking device, keeping the victim focused outside, while he remained motionless just a few feet away. The most profound violation occurs when locking the door, believing you are shutting the world out, only to realize you have secured yourself inside with the person you were trying to avoid.